Okay, let's do this. Okay. Howdy, howdy. I don't think anybody's even here, whatever. Let's start this up and get this shit rolling. So Vampire Coast. Let's do Tomb Kings. Kislev for the last one. And what do I want to play? Beastman will be good.
Of fates. It reveals the secrets of the past, the present, and what may come to be. Most would think me fortunate to own such a book, but I can only use it in service
Alright, guys.
to others.
Let's do our
curse.
picks and bans. Got them set up, and we're going to be moving on from
Tormenting
there.
me once more, feeding on the mysteries of this world, unraveling them into opportunity. That opportunity.
Oh, shit. Gotta restart. Who gets first ban? Me? No, he does. Okay. Okay, starting, going. Ban Beastmen, Vampire Pirates, and I need to take a look at some of this other stuff. How do Tomb Kings do against Vampire Coast? They're even. How did Tomb Kings do against Nurgle? It's never played. I guess I'd just have to find out. I imagine it's probably okay for Tomb Kings. I bet Bone Giants are really good in that matchup. Angels of Decay are probably really annoying. You do have Carrion, though, so they can deal with them. I don't know what else you would bring. Okay, so Beastman, Kislev, Beastman, Nurgle. What did Beastman do against Nurgle? Really crazy win rate. Tomb Kings versus Kislev. That's probably more winnable than it's giving off. Khorne versus Kislev. Khorne versus Nurgle. I don't know. That works for me. Hello, whoever joined. What's going on? Alexander and I are doing our picks and bans right now. Oh my god. Okay, Beastman Nurgle is going to be a wild matchup. One that I have not hardly ever played. I don't play enough of Beastmen in general. Okay. What's going to be good against them? Malagor's probably decent. He can fly around, he can be annoying, he's cheap, he's got really good abilities. I do like Bestial Surge, it's actually kind of nice. Let's take a few of those guys, although they're pretty weak to Furies, so maybe I don't bring any. What do I want? Zangors or Pestigors? I think I need one Pestigor at least. A couple of Zangors. Open with a Centaur of Tzeentch in the army. Beginning. Throwing axes. Maybe two of these guys. Great Weapon Minotaurs. One Manticore is nice, just to help out Malagor in the sky if he gets gooned. It's happened to me before. It really sucks when he just gets run over by annoying stuff. Don't bring a Razorgore Chariot. Nurgle's kind of annoying with its mass, so maybe not. I think a Wargore on foot would actually be kind of nice here. Damn, dude. Just out of range for those guys. That's fine. Maybe I put him on a chariot, though. Dang it. The eternal problem of Total War. How do I get all of this stuff to fit in here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. That's a decent starting army. I've got one chariot in the pocket. Butchers of Kalkengard are always pretty good. What do Razorgore Herd do in this matchup? I don't know if they do anything fun. So maybe a couple Chaos Spawn. It's pretty expensive at this point. 2 Great Weapon Centaurs. I've got one here, and maybe another Throwing Axe. Do I need the Manticore? I don't know. I think I'll just bring maxed out throwing axes. Because they'll counter Kugath nicely if I need them to. It's a nice and open map. This should be pretty good for all my mobility. I've got some Chaos Spawn that can go and stop up really annoying stuff that might be diving into my back line. I think this might be doable. So, I guess we'll see. We're gonna get it going. Message opponent. Good luck, have fun. Alright. Playing Bordello Landing for the first map. Maybe I play back objectives. It just depends. If he's got a bunch of mobility, I'm gonna have to go dive other shit. If not, I should be able to work something out. We can just send one crappy spearman to go hold that point. These guys can all chill here. We're gonna see what's going on. Howdy, folks. If you're here, thanks for joining. And we're about to get rolled by Alexander. Probably. I've only played him once, and I barely edged that game out against his Dowie. I had no experience with Nurgle versus Beastman, so I think I brought a decent build, but I'm not 100% sure. Okay. He's ready. We're gonna kick it off. He brought Kugath. That's not super surprising. Let's run up here and take the objective. Ooh, Plague Ogres. That's fun. He's got Chaos Warriors. That's not that surprising. I think I'm going to go ahead and bring out a Pestigore. I'm going to force him to bring stuff out and move over here. I'm going to send the Wargore off to this side, maybe. Position him up a little bit more. Dang, that's accurate as hell. How did it hit Malagor? He's flying around in the air. Yeah, there's the Furies coming out. We're just going to run away now. And not get in these awful lines there. Doing a little bit of damage to the Frolickers. It's not too bad. Let's get another throwing axe out here, because we need to put pressure on Kugath. The Centigores are going to help shoot stuff. No, I'll keep the Ungors here. Let's see what we can do with the focus fire. Getting a little bit of poke there is really nice. Let's run away with these guys, actually. Let's move these guys over to the side. Let's move up here. Nice overcasted. Run back. Run back. Let's go bounce those guys. My other ones are here. Let's get over here and start pressuring down Kugath. I'm not doing terrible. There's lots of healing on the field, though. That's a little scary. Let's stick here and try and clear out the Plague Ogres. That's a really nice stream of corruption. That hurts. Ow. Let's move Zangors over here. My front line has completely folded. Kugath is just too scary for all my stuff. That's not super surprising. I need to untangle my front line. You guys come in here and fight. Plague Ogres are coming in. They're gonna toss all my stuff. That's very scary. Let's get some Chaos spawn out. I actually think they'll be okay here. These guys are rallying. We've got Ungor Spears fighting here. We got the Wargore doing some damage. Let's cycle charge here. Let's get these guys out. I need all of my herds here to start doing damage. Need to get farther back. Cast this here. Let's preserve. I don't feel like I'm in a particularly great position. I mean, I'm doing decent enough damage, but, you know, against Nurgle, if you're not killing all the Nurgle forces, it's not great. Let's move up here. The Pestigores are trading nicely. Let's bring out another one of these guys. Let's get in here. You guys come deal with them. Let's cast this. Let's cast Enfeebling Foe on these guys. That should do some nice damage to them. Y'all better be shooting. I swear to God, if you're not, it's not acceptable. Let's actually charge the Centigores into those Pestigores. See what happens there. That's fine. I don't mind Chaos Spawn fighting the Plague Ogres because they have really nice weapon strength. We killed the Chaos Warriors that were diving me back here. I'm going to bring the Harpies out and go hound the Plague Ogres there as well. Furies are killing these guys because I wasn't paying attention. That's unfortunate. Do I need to cast this here? I think it'll be a good idea. It's going to do some decent enough damage. We're going to go and we're going to get behind. He's saving up a bunch of funds, maybe? What is he bringing out? Centigores, they're doing okay there. I don't need to be chasing with all these infantry. That's not a great idea. Let's just break these guys. Send Chaos Spawn in here. Let's cast Enfeebling Foe on these guys. Let's pull back a little. Run over these dudes. We're routing them there. That's good. Need to collapse. Do I bring out the great weapons? Probably. We're going to overcast here and get all of my throwing axes through and rear charge these guys. We're going to shoot with these dudes. Ungor Raiders. That's their name. Lamau. Let's rally here. Let's move up here. It's throwing axe time. It's raiding season. We're kind of folding up a lot of the Nurgle units. We've killed the Plague Ogres. There's only 2 models left. Let's send the Chaos Spawn to fight Big Chungus. Let's unsummon these guys. There's no shenanigans going on the back point. Our Zangors are a little haggard, but they're not immobile and dysfunctional, which is good. I just need to kill these guys. I don't know why they're holding so long. Let's bring in another... Maybe we bring in... I think I'll bring in a Razor Gore in a minute here, actually. I think that is going to be the best move. I don't know what happened with those guys. I don't know how they got so stuck up there. Let's cast over there, do some nice damage. Let's, I'll just keep killing these guys. Keep throwing axes here. These guys are rallying. Come throw axes there. Y'all move up. You're going to collapse on the rear. You're going to go there. You're going to be brought onto the field. We're going to go run over all these infantry here that are annoying me. Kugath is going to get debuffed. And we're going to just focus on killing all these Nurgle units. Let's go run over these guys. Unsummon. Those are not my guys. Save up for Butchers of Kalkengard, maybe. This is going pretty well, honestly. I'm really quite happy with the performance of most of my units, so that's great. Reign over them. We're going to move up onto the number 1. We're gonna run over these stupid little nurglings. We're just gonna keep focusing down Kugath. There's a freaking horde of Furies coming in. Unsummon these guys. More Chaos Spawn. Yeah, let's bring out more Chaos Spawn. They're pretty nice. I'm running out of Throwing Axe ammo, but that's okay. I've wiped his infantry for the most part. He's gonna land here, and then I can just countercharge him. Go run over these guys. Y'all just go fold into combat. We're crushing those Furies. We've run over his infantry here. The Pestigors are about to break. Please break these guys. Hello. Let's cast this here. Malagor just, you know, he can't get caught by those guys. We're going to move away from the big guy. Wargore. You can fight him. Yeah, go for it, buddy.
One of your units has been destroyed.
Let's pull out of there. I think I need a Centigore to go chase horsemen. My Razor Gore needs to get out of there. I'm getting some focused fire on that guy. It's not perfect. It's certainly not ideal. We can chase there. I'm barely holding the objective here. I probably shouldn't waste my time shooting Kugath, and I should just focus on running down what's left of my opponent's infantry. We're going to go over here. We're just forcing him to play the long game. If he wants to chase, he can. It's not going to go super well for him. I've killed this stuff here. Throwing Axes, they need to go charge down these Pestigors. Run back with these guys. We'll cycle charge here. We'll get involved here. We're going to go run over these guys. We're going to come and try and dive bomb there. Unsummon here. I've got no magic, so I need to just make sure that my stuff stays nice and buffed up on leadership. I've got another Throwing Axe to bring out. Beastmen are so crazy. They're such a good faction. I'm just kind of surprised that he did not ban them, honestly. But, I mean, you never really know what your opponents are going to bring. We're just going to focus this down. Razor Gore's going to go over there. All these really tattered Centigores are going to go moving around. I'm going to unsummon the great weapons, actually. Let's bring forward Pestigors to get on the objective. There's still nothing going on over here, which is really nice. And I think he's just about out of steam. We're going to move around the side. Just throw this guy away over there. Just keep stopping up Kugath and don't let him do any of his shenanigans. He got 3,500 value. Of course he did. What's new? And we're just going to make sure that he dies, and then I think I've got the game in the bag. Because, I can... Centigores beat Marauder Horsemen in melee combat, which is kind of insane, honestly. And I'll just stay here. The Tears of Nurgle is going off. There's no way I'm getting away. They broke first. That's unfortunate for him. Chase down those guys with the Pestigores, collapse onto his Marauder Horsemen, Chaos Spawn, come running up here. I can summon out another one, right? Oh, GG. Hell yeah. That was a good game. Nurgle. There's Beastman. Just do that. In battle. Woohoo! Let's go! His army was just a little too small. I had a nice engagement on the middle there. Oh my god, 1,200 on the freaking Ungor Raiders? That's ridiculous. Centigores of Tzeentch did amazing. Throwing Axes did ridiculous amounts of damage. Everything just wildly overperformed, as is fairly typical of Beastmen. So, okay. GG's. Well played, bro. And we're gonna go record that. So I'll be back. Where is it? There it is. No, bracket. 1-0. I need to remember to give Berserk the dub there. Or his point, I guess. He didn't actually play anybody. Where's Nurgle? There it is. Beastman. Win. Boom. Alright, we're 1-0. That's not a bad start. It's not, like, perfect. It's the first freaking game, after all. There's some really tough competition in here, too. I mean, Leech Lord's really good. Berserk is an awesome player. Apostate Prostate and I have played some pretty close games. Martin. And, of course, Alexander, who's won quite a few tournaments now. I think he's got 3 wins. Which is pretty impressive, honestly. I mean, it's hard enough to win one game. What's up, cows? Oh, damn. Okay. Dealing with some admin stuff. I think we've got a player whose game is not responding. Isn't that wonderful? I've had that happen so many times with this freaking game. It's exhausting. I don't know what it is about Warhammer 3. And it's just got, like, bad netcode, it seems. It's the only game where I have consistent problems connecting. I just want to play the game and have a good time, and sometimes it just seems like it can't get out of its own way, which is really unfortunate, because I am fairly convinced that this is about as good as the game can possibly be right now, until they, like, either overhaul the engine and add some new stuff in. As it stands, Dom mode, breath of fresh air for the game. That really needed to happen because it was pretty haggard in the past, honestly. Land battles were fine. I didn't super enjoy them just because they were, I don't know, very build roulette focused. Just a lot of insanity in general. And now that I am hosting tournaments, I'm in the secret channel for tournament hosts, and I'm getting to read about all the past Warhammer 2 drama with people cheating, which is, I mean, I guess not super shocking, but it's still really annoying. Alright, let me talk to cows and clear this up. Hope he can stick around and play. Alright, we're just gonna wait for the rest of the matches to end, and I'm gonna go build. I guess we'll go scheme in the corner. Corn is my main, so, you know, that's usually what I'm scheming builds for these guys. I don't know. Corn is a really fun faction, but they've got some pretty glaring weaknesses in their roster that I really hope change. Like, I think the biggest one is just that the big monsters, the big flying monsters, are too big and too expensive. Like, if Khorne had a, like, AP Manticore type of thing, like, where is it? Oh yeah, Tzeentch has the Cockatrice. Where is it? Here it is. If Khorne had the Cockatrice, Khorne would be a top-tier faction. Because as good as Khorne is at Lord sniping, it can be a little difficult getting into the backfield, because you're usually playing with less forces than your opponent. So you have, you're usually fighting 2v1 in the back line, and all you have to help Valkia or Karanak out, because those are feasibly the guys who would be diving in the back line. All you have to help is Furies, and Furies are fine, but they just don't have, like, stupendous leadership. They are very squishy. You know, even before the HP nerf, they were still really squishy. They're much more balanced now. with the reduction. But, I don't know. They just leave something to be desired. If you micro them really well, you can get a lot out of them. But if your opponent gets them stuck in combat somehow, they just get absolutely shredded, and it sucks because they just feed value so fast. So I would love to see Khorne get a little bit something extra. Like, just something that's in the range of, like, the same cost as Minotaurs, or even, like, a Karanak type of thing. Not with the same abilities and profile as him, but, you know, a flying unit just with, like, AP or some kind of extra little something to get you into the backfield to go hunt down, like, Soul Grinders. What else does Khorne struggle to deal with? Hybrid casters, like hybrid casters that can fight in melee combat, can be really annoying for Valkia. Because she'll win the fights, but she'll get really beat up in the process, and I find that she's better served going around the battlefield and supporting your front line than she is diving. Just because you typically lack tools to get back there. You know, I don't know. I think the Khorne Gores are going to help a lot, especially if they're like a fast halberd unit. Because you just need something that can get back there and stick around a little bit, get on top of like big targets that are coming after Valkia, stuff that typically wants to like surround her and beat the shit out of her. You need something to fight that, and Khorne just doesn't have the tools. Minotaurs and Spawn are kind of bad. I've played so many games with them now, and they just underperform horribly. They need something more than just having Frenzy. I mean, like, their melee attack and melee defense is pathetic. I mean, if you go look at, where are they? There's Nurgle. If you look at the Nurgle spawn, they get Cloud of Flies. They have the same melee attack, pretty much. It's a little lower than the Khorne spawn, but the melee defense buff is actually kind of ridiculous. I mean, they get more health, they have 10 more melee defense, plus an extra 9 on top, and the spell resistance is not useful for spawn, because they're so vulnerable to missiles. 30 armor is kind of dog. It's not good. I mean, it stops nothing. You know, gutter runners will poke these guys down. Marauder horsemen of every description shred these guys. So the thing that they do best is block up charges from enemy, large targets. You know, because they got pretty good mass. That's kind of nice. But I mean, 1,500 mass is nothing to joke about. It's like the same as Minotaurs, like 100 less. So they'll stop anything in its tracks and surround it up. They don't do a lot of damage, though. Having the Frenzy and Unbreakable is really nice. And they can get some good work done in the right situation, but finding the right situation for these guys is beyond me. I don't know what it is about them. They just seem to lack something. I think that it would behoove CA to give these guys 50 armor, because then I think you're talking about something substantial. Like, the Mark of Khorne says it gives increased armor, and it gives 10 extra armor over the other faction's stuff. Like, why? What is the point? That really... The armor does compound on itself exponentially, but 10 extra armor is not getting any Khorne unit past a breakpoint in terms of the damage that they can take from non-AP attacks. And just in general, the actual AP values on a lot of units are high enough that having the 10 extra armor doesn't matter that much. So I would just really love to see Mark of Khorne give more than the tiny amount of armor that it currently gives. Because the unit that did get substantial armor buffs is the Minotaurs, and they're fantastic. Much more survivable than the Beastmen variant. Only a little bit slower. They have less leadership, which is a little painful. Less melee defense, but having the Frenzy is absurd. It's so powerful. As long as you can keep Frenzy up on Minotaurs, they will rip apart a front line. And the only way to play Khorne right now is to kind of just rush in and try and overwhelm your opponent. They don't really skirmish that well. You don't have a ton of tools for them. It can be kind of painful. You've got skull cannons that can counterfire skirmish cav okay, but these guys are so inaccurate at times. I mean, they just miss constantly. And, you know, you're usually going to waste like 4 of the initial 12 volleys, and then you have to go into combat with them. Where they do okay. They don't get a ton of value, though, so it can take an entire game just to grind their cost back, which can be kind of frustrating. So, I don't know. You can skirmish alright, you can dive backfields alright, you can grind alright. Khorne is just alright. That's really all I have to say. They're like one of the better A-tier factions in the game for me right now. But yeah, I don't know. I'm excited for the DLC, because that's going to be really nice. It's going to give Khorne some new tools. They're one of the more popular factions too, so a lot of people are going to be playing them once they get their new stuff. Ogre Kingdoms is going to be awesome. They're going to get a new lord, and you won't just see Slaughter Masters in every game. You might actually see the Legendary Lord of Demonetization for a change. I'm wondering what he's going to have abilities-wise. He's going to be pretty fun. All the other units that'll get added are going to be kind of goofy and memey. Ogre Kingdoms in general are kind of just, I don't even know how to describe them. They're like a whole process. Alright. Alright, I gotta drop somebody. We're gonna advance the tournament finally. Everybody. Dang, I got a lot of people who want to drop, so I'm gonna need to take a minute to like deal with all this. I got a bunch of messages in Discord just now. Next round is live. Admin stuff out. This is unfortunate. Alright, dropping B6. Doesn't want to continue. Lots of drops, just messaging people, letting them know what's going on. Just a few minutes to sort it all. Let's go to signups and make sure people get... I guess Martin got his point already? Hello? Okay, he got it for Warlock, and I guess he's getting it for his buy. Berserk. Let's give you a point. Excuse me. Very Haggard today. Trying to make it work and just see how things go. Back to tournament. Let's go check and make sure people have their points. 7 mod. Oh yeah, 7 mod needs his point. He does have it. That's good. Berserk has his point now. I don't know why some people get their points for their buy rounds and other people don't. It just kind of is what it is. Apostate prostate. Let's get it going. I think I am set now. Okay, I think all is sorted. LMK, any issues? Let's get it going. Bam. All right. Getting messages about elections.